Hello Cancer. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. It could also be a current relationship. For others of you, this could be a situationship. And for a small portion of you, this could be an individual that you've met and you have a whole lot of energy. There's a whole lot of chemistry. However, no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I do have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide us with some advice based on what has come up today. Okay. Not bad, but there is a bit of sadness and upsetness here. This is your person of interest, but it's not what they feel towards you. It's what they feel that they've done and how it has affected you. We have here beauty followed by play, love, mothering, nourishment, victim, doubt, sensuality, synthesis. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Cancer, I do feel that in this connection, you are someone who is beautiful not only on the outside, but on the inside as well. I see you now as someone who is very vibrant. You are like sunshine. And you are one with nature. There's a part of you that I see that makes me see who I really am. I know who I am. There are certain things that have happened and it's hard for me to express. But I feel that whatever has happened, it has made me realize who I really am. And I don't like what I see. Your personality, your character, your charm, your charisma. It is beautiful. I do like that. I also feel that in this connection, there's this desire to have fun, to play. I feel that you are somebody in my life who I have this great connection with. You are like my best friend. You are my best friend. I feel that I want to live my life. Be that person who's vibrant, young again, thriving again, wanting to live again. You make me feel alive. And there's this sense of resilience and vitality. And it all comes from you. Because you have this presence in my life. I've realized now that I do love you. There's no doubt about that. My heart is for you. This love that I feel for you is true. It's clean and it's pure. It is unconditional love. certain things that have happened. I want certain things to be different. But I do feel and I know that all that has happened has been because of the passion that exists. You are someone who has unconditional love, and I realize that now. There's a sense of nurturing, caring, protecting, loving, feelings, certain things that I feel overwhelmed with. There's a part of me that wants to be with you, but also a part of me that wants you to take care of me, as you always have, because this is something that you do well. Taking care of others, being selfless. This is something I admire about you. And I also know that in this connection, by having you in my life, I have struck gold. I have found the perfect mate, a perfect partner, someone who can fulfill me in so many ways, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I do feel that in this connection, you are someone who I find difficult. I can't avoid you. I can't ignore you. But certain things have happened in this connection, even though we were friends. Even more than friends. Certain things that I am not proud of. It's only now that I realize what I've done. I know now that I've used you. I've taken you for granted. I have overindulged, taken too much. I have psychologically manipulated you and used you to the point where you may have felt worthless. I don't know why I did this. I really don't know. It is what it is. I just don't know why I did that. I was impulsive. I wanted something and I didn't think about the consequences and I just went straight for it. However, now things have changed. I realize that I do love you. But is it too late? Now I have doubts. Doubts that anything in this connection might even work out. I don't think it will. Because of me taking advantage of you. Manipulation. Overindulgence. All of these things that I have done, these negative things, now I feel doubt. I also feel that in this connection, there's a sense of sensuality. Yes, I am very much attracted to you. You are very attractive. There's this allure, and you are tantalizing. You are so seductive, and yet you don't even have to try, but you just are. You don't have to try much. You just say, you just talk. I miss your caress, and I want to caress you. Because I do miss you. I just know that I victimized you. And I've turned you into the victim. And for some small reason, I don't know why, even I feel like the victim. But I know what I did to you was wrong. Absolutely wrong. And I shouldn't have done that. Because now I see the value of who you are. To me, as a person, not as an object. Overall, Once upon a time, there was peace and harmony in this connection, but now I want that to be restored because it was gone. All the things that were spoken, certain things that I said, they were hidden in the shadows and the thick of this forest. Certain things have been hidden. They did not come to light. And a part of me wants it to come into the light. I want to open up to you, Cancer, and talk to you about things that I've hidden for months, for years. I want to be open and honest going forward. I do not want to be in the sense of gloom and doom. I do not want to be the person that takes advantage of you, that takes you for granted, that uses you, that overindulges, that created a victim in the situation. I don't want to be that person anymore. But I doubt that you would even give me a chance. Which is why for now I've taken a step back. And even if you want to have me as a friend, I am still good with that. As long as I don't lose you forever. That is what I'm afraid of. All right. So, a lot of intense energy here. This is very, very genuine, Cancer. We do have true love here, and this is like nurturing love, mommy love, a good mom, or even a good father. But it's a nurturing quality that they feel that you have. Here, the same thing, again, nourishment itself. So we do have love, mothering, nourishment, beauty, sensuality. There's no doubt about it, Cancer. Your person of interest is, what do you call it, smitten? They are very much attracted to you. The problem is because of the things that they have done, and sorry if some of you do feel like the victim, because of the things that they've done, they totally know that there's doubts. Should I even move on with this connection? Because I don't think Cancer is going to want me after all I did. So there is this concern, and they know that the things that they did were absolutely wrong. Nobody could have tolerated that. And that's why they want to just kind of move on. But they can't. They feel stuck because they don't know where to go. Right now, they'd rather just be a friend than lose you forever. All right. I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. With this deck, I like to look into the past to see what may have happened in the first place. So you got two cards that came out, not just one. To see what happened in the past. And the cards that I just read, the first set of cards, that's the current status, okay? That's what's happening right now. These are a little bit in the past. I like to have a look at these cards to see in the past what happened. Why were things going great and then all of a sudden, boom, it just went downhill. This is for those of you that have not had closure. This person may have ghosted you. I'm getting the word victim. Somebody here may have felt like the victim. And you're wondering what the hell happened. Person might be, they may have just faded. They may have just, maybe they're still maybe texting you once a week, once a month, but you're wondering what's going on. So this is for those of you that are in that sort of a state. Now, traditionally, Cancer, wouldn't this be beautiful to have Princess of Cups, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups? But we're reading in the reverse. So this ain't going to be good. This is going to be really bad. This is going to be so sad and upsetting. But, Cancer, of course, this is a general love reading. And it's important for you to realize that this is not going to resonate for everybody, but the majority of these cards, because they're very, very in tune with each other, they're all cups. Many of you will resonate with this, and hopefully this will provide you with some clarity and some understanding as to what the heck happened. Because your person of interest, I don't think they really talked to you much. They didn't express themselves much, and that's the problem. Princess of Cups, first. Fickleness, an empty offer or an invitation. Fickleness or immaturity of affection. Inconsistent or unreliable messages. Ambivalence and codependence. All right, let's go over that again. An empty offer or invitation was given by this person. Whatever offer they gave to you, Cancer, may have felt at this point that it was very empty. This invitation was just nothing. It didn't mean anything. It was just for the sake of an invitation, being in this connection together. This person was very fickle. They were also very immature when they were trying to express their affection towards you. Any type of messages. This person was unreliable. This person was inconsistent. And then we have here ambivalence, and there's a sense of codependence. Now we also have here the Two of Cups. With the Two of Cups, traditionally, this is a beautiful card. And let me tell you, I'm going to read the whole thing. Enchantment, first cards, well, not first, but this emotion, the first emotion. Enchantment, it's just so good to be with you. It's too good to be true. It's too much to handle. Here was the integration of the masculine and the feminine aspects within oneself, an attraction that may have become more important than even a friendship, or it could become a love relationship itself. That's why you have the friendship card too, play, and love relationship where you have the love card. Here, in the reverse, this talks about infatuation, overindulging in sensuality for the sake of getting that emotional high. Wowee. Infatuation, overindulgence. Remember, with the victim card, I did say overindulgence. Then we have sensuality. We did have the sensuality card. And infatuation here talks about how in this connection, things should have been more aligned with the emotions. However, in the beginning, it was very physical. And that was a problem. This was something that your person of interest was believing this relationship to be. So here, one of the issues was that they were overindulging in this physical connection, in the sensuality, to get that emotional high. Now, when they're overindulging, that also means they're overusing. So here, somebody feels used, hence why you had the victim card, right? All right, we also have here the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups here talks about how this person was rejecting your affection. There was creative blockages and disillusionment with love. There was a sense of sadness and melancholy. Now, there's no problem with this. You know, your person of interest, deep down, they didn't like themselves. They had this issue with self-love. And they were rejecting any affection that you may have given them. At the time, they were creating blockages. This could have been canceling something, postponing something, procrastinating. So they were creatively blocking anything that would come to them from you that was related to love or emotion. Because they didn't want that. They didn't want to handle that or deal with that. Now, the issue here is when we have this type of a situation, it also talks about how this person does not know what love really was. So they were so involved in the overindulgence and the manipulation and the using of the physical that they could not tell what is love. For them, they thought maybe that is love, although they knew deep down that is not love. And miraculously, things did change. Here, we have disillusionment with love, sadness, and melancholy. This person, at some point in time, started to feel sad. And there was a sense of melancholy. Why? They just didn't know why they weren't feeling it. A part of them was having an issue here because they were unable to be that person on that level of love. They were not able to be that person. There was a problem. Now, because this sort of feeling, it was so, I guess, impactful. It's so intense. They thought taking a step back is fine. And that, in turn, seemed really bad to you in the grand scale. On the grand scale, or in the grand scale, I don't know what you call it. But in the grand scheme of things, that's how to say it. The overall issue. It was supposed to be something else, but it turned out to be something else. Somebody here had one intention and the other had something else completely. What I'm seeing here is two different people. One that was very into the physical, overindulgence, and one that was very much into the emotional. And what I'm seeing here is you were the one that was the emotional part. Cancer was the one that had most of this physical issue and not even wanting to be with you, putting that block on it because they just thought, oh, it's just too overwhelming. Is this even love? I don't know if it's love, but I don't want to get into that. So let's just play around. Yeah. So that is something that you did not expect because you believed this person and you gave yourself to this person. And this person really did break you. But, Cancer, remember the first set of cards? But that is now how they feel. They do love you. They have that sensual feeling, but it's now not just lust, it's passion with love. So yes, your person of interest has changed, which is great, because some people don't change. Your person of interest did change. That's good. All right, we have here the Beginner's Tarot. So this is for those of you that want to know what kind of actions is this person going to take, any actions, any plans, any intentions they may have towards you. Yikes. Not bad. All right. Yeah, we do have the Devil card there. 8 of Swords. So there's something going on here where your person of interest is actually feeling a bit restricted. Now, this is a problem because this shows me that two things. This is internal restrictions or external restrictions. Internal is when they themselves are hesitant. External is when other people have control over this person. Okay? So that's something that is going on behind the scenes. Maybe you don't know this. Maybe you do. Some people are creating rumors. I'm seeing the word of rumors. Taking advantage. Some people are taking advantage of this specific individual. Here we have the 8 of Swords. This person has been put on the spot. They are being restricted. They cannot move. Their hands, legs, arms, feet are tied. They can't see. They can't hear. Blindfolded. They're surrounded by swords. They feel caged. They cannot move forward. And somebody in the far distance is watching them like a hawk. So they don't have the freedom or the movement that you have. Well, at least the majority of you do. Here we have Justice. Your person of interest has had enough. They now realize that things need to be set right. They can't be like this anymore because there is a very huge imbalance. There's an imbalance here, and it's important to balance things out. With this, when we have this sort of a situation, creating that balance is very important because once you have it, it does indicate that there's an equal give and take in this connection. There is respect in this connection. We also have here the Devil card. The Devil here does talk about how this has been a toxic, I'm seeing the word toxic, toxic communication. Yikes. Somehow that makes sense to you? Toxic communication? I don't know, is that somebody being manipulative or maybe just rude? Maybe just saying bad things? So let's just get back on track. That's what I saw. So the card here, it talks about how you both actually are so involved in this connection with each other that you can't live with each other and you can't live without each other. That's how intense this connection is. When you are upset, it's very upsetting. And when you love each other, it's just above and beyond love. It's too much. It's extremes. It's in the extremes. And no matter where you go, no matter what you do, something happens and you are always reminded of this person. This person is not always reminded of you. So they feel spiritually bound to you. But another side to this card is sexual addiction. They feel sexually addicted towards you. You are that person that satisfies everything. Their soul. From the privates to their soul. That's where it heads up from, okay? That's exactly what it is. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What am I seeing right now? I know what I'm seeing. Khajuraho. Kama Sutra. In India, we have those temples, right? Very beautiful temples. But if you see the colors change. I believe they become more rich and dark as they go up. That is when people are getting high and happy when they're with each other, which is why you had the Two of Cups in the reverse. You had being together for the sake of the emotional high, getting that emotional high, right? And for some strange reason, I'm seeing those temples right now. I've been there. I'm literally seeing the top of the temple and how the colors change. So it does appear that your person of interest feels that there's a slight spiritual connection. However, there is something so intense about the chemistry between the both of you that they find it difficult to separate from you. They just can't. It's like glue. You go like this, but then poof, you come back together, or elastic glue or something like that. It just can't separate, like magnets. It's hard. It's so hard. Your person of interest is trying to be a better person. However, that lustful passion and that intense connection, it's overpowering them. Now, the one good thing about it is I do see love. And of course, we saw that in the first, right? Yes, this person does love you. So it's not as toxic as it may have been before. Although people that have gone through certain things may never change. They may feel that, you know what, I felt used and I can't trust this person anymore. And if I'm with them, I'm going to feel used again. There may be some people out there that are thinking like that right now. This is a general love reading, but from what I'm seeing, your person of interest, yes, they do have that lust, they have that passion, they have that toxic, crazy way that they have, and they're just horny as hell. The problem here is that's not going to change. Okay, that's the problem. The good side to this is that you have the love and that emotion. It just covers it up. It's like a nice little coating. It just covers it up. It's all packaged up. That's the right bundle right there. That's a good bundle. Because now you have that passion, you have that lust, but you also have the love. And that was not there before. It is there now. Here, you're dealing with somebody that's like a fool. Somebody who takes action first and thinks later. Very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. You need to literally take a step back, and you need to be the person who leads this connection, because clearly your person of interest is not doing a good job. They are very much immature or inexperienced. What I'm seeing more of right now is immaturity. It doesn't matter what their age is. They want things their way because it feels good. They're into the whole feeling thing. Morals? I don't know. Ethics? I don't know. But I'm seeing here, whatever they feel, they do. The problem is sometimes somebody in that state of mind, they're blinded then. They don't see what is right and what's wrong. They don't feel it. They just can't. They try, but they don't even think it's important to try because they think what they're doing is right. Your person of interest here is coming up as a Fool card. They are taking a leap of faith. However, the problem with that is that it could finish as soon as it had started. Why? Because the person is rushing. They're not thinking about it. And that's an issue. You can't be in the connection with this person because they're not taking it seriously as a long-term thing. They're rushing into it. They're not looking at the consequences. Do they love you? Yes, they do. Do they love you in a mature way? No, they don't. Are they able to approach you in a mature way? No, they're not going to. But do they want to be with you? Absolutely yes. And this is the issue. In order to be with somebody like this person can't be leading. You got to lead. Okay? This is the only way this is going to work out. It's a good opportunity. It's just that the way things are going to happen, it should not be this individual leading this connection. It needs to be you setting the pace, setting those healthy boundaries, leading. We also have here the 9 of Cups. Overall arching theme, they wish for you. They wish for you. You are their wish come true. Everything about you, they love and they adore you now. That is good. That is amazing. That is a blessing. However, some of you have gone through a lot, and it is very hard, I see in this reading, for you to trust this person again. And I totally understand that. If you don't want to, you don't have to. This is your life. You have multiple lines, timelines, realities that you can jump into. That is just you making a different choice, and your story is already written for you. If you're not with this person, it's not the end of the world. So some of you might have really gotten so hurt that you can't trust them and you can't trust anybody else anymore. But that's not the way it always works, right? Everybody is different. Every person's different. So do understand that yes, this person wants you. Do they know how to have you? Do they know how to get you? They may know how to seduce you. But do they know how to be in a long-term committed connection and really work as a team? No, they do not. And that's where you come in. And that's where you're going to be teaching them how to love. That literally means that in this lifetime, you are put on this planet to teach this person how to love because they don't know how. And they will learn from you. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right. We have here helpful people. All right, people. We need people. As humans, we need to talk. Friends, family. We need to keep in touch. Isolating yourself, feeling embarrassed, not good. You can at least talk to at least 2 or 3 people. Let it out. Because clearly it's building up, and a lot of your throat chakras, many of you people, your throat chakra, not happy. You're not expressing yourself. You feel very hesitant when you're talking. You feel unsure of yourself. Don't do that anymore. Let's change that. Yep, spiritually based romantic connection. No wonder it hurts like hell. Aha. You have a choice. I did say that earlier. I have to. It says no. I have to clarify that. Okay, yeah, I did have earlier this one. A timeline. So it is a matter of a bit of waiting, but I do see that it's important for you to wait simply because you don't want to rush into anything. So we have here helpful people. The angels here are suggesting to talk to some friends, to talk to some family, people that you know you can trust. People that have had a good experience in healthy relationships that can give you good advice. Now, good advice means whatever is good for you. If you want to be with this person, then you got to talk to somebody that's been through that. Not somebody that has just had multiple failed relationships and they are bitter and they think, no, no, no. You don't have to be with this person. You can be single. You don't have to be with this person because of such and such reason. There's a lot of people that have good advice, and some people have advice. And not all of the advice that you may give to one person might be applicable to that person's situation. And this is up to us to know who to ask. Because I've had a lot of clients, even in personal life, I know a lot of people, they get advice and then they turn into a completely different person because it's not them. You know, you need proper advice that will allow you to move forward and not be manipulated. Some people don't like you because you may be in a relationship and they are jealous. So you have to be careful who you ask and what their motives are, what their intentions are. It makes people happy. Misery. If you're miserable, people are happy. Unfortunately, I've learned the hard way. I've seen that. Happens to me all the time. So, be careful who you talk to. Know your person. Know your people, your friends. You don't have to go more than like 3 people. But somebody there is for you. And I see here helpful people that you don't realize how many people you have around you that are loving. And they're there for you. You may just not have taken advantage of that. Or maybe you feel, very much victimized to the point where you don't feel that they would understand your perspective. Some of you might feel embarrassed. How could you have done that? Oh my God, what were you thinking? Yeah, people say that all the time, don't they? I know. It is what it is. People are going to say whatever they're going to say, right? But it's important for you to let it out, to talk about it. Here we have recovery. I can clearly say that this connection has really taken a toll on some of you. Recovery is here. This talks about your mind, body, spirit, your soul. Not feeling well. However, because it's recovery, yes, this does mean you're going to start to feel better after you talk to some helpful people who you trust. Everything is going to happen in divine timing. They are saying here that you are ready emotionally, spiritually, and physically at some point in time to accept a peaceful resolution that will occur between the both of you. Why? Because it turns out both of you are spiritually connected. Yay! You are either twin flame, soulmate, karmic partner, maybe even more, but these are the top 3 that I've seen that are really strong. The feelings and emotions are extremely intense. Now, what's interesting here is you have it's up to you. Now, this card, many of you know already. I see this card and view it as a choice. So it is up to you. You can either be with this person or you can let go of this person altogether because all they've ever done is drained you and you feel used and you don't feel that trust, right? You feel victimized. And that is perfectly fine. You have the right to do that. Do not feel obligated. Do not feel sorry. A lot of people get into relationships feeling sorry for the other person. Let's not do that. That is the worst thing a person can do. So don't feel sorry. Think about yourself. Think what makes you happy and healthy. Health is wealth. Health is happiness. That's why it's one of the most earliest cards that you got, recovery, because the angels here are worried. They don't like the fact that you've been going through this. And they see that. Here we have, ask your angels. Last card here. Ask your angels. The way I ask the angels, and many of you know already that I do believe in the Christ consciousness. That is Jesus. I pray to Jesus. From Jesus, in my mind's eye, I get to his Father, who is the supreme being that we call God, and it prefers being a he in the alpha state. Holy light of the Almighty. It's just the holy light in the universe, right? From there, you call upon Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, and you ask the Almighty, please give me the permission to get these angels to help me. Within a split second, you are in the energy of the angels, and they hear you. They know you. They already know you. You just need to give them permission to help you. Remember, it has to be practical. It has to be logical. Can't be irrational. If you haven't talked to this person in a very long time and they don't even know and have any connection with you, it's not going to work. This has to be somebody that you already have a connection with, and you know them and they know you, and you're having some sort of issue with them. But do ask your angels, because once you ask, answers will be given to you intuitively and sometimes through signs and synchronicities, but you will receive once you ask. Here, many of you may be rushing and thinking, when is this going to happen? As it said earlier, this will happen in perfect timing, in due time, which is the way the cosmos work, the way our lives work. When things are supposed to happen, it'll only happen when it's supposed to happen. It's not going to happen anytime before that. I know that sounds really weird and irritating, but it's just like you're baking a cake. You have all the ingredients, you've done the work, you put it in. Now you just have to sit back and let it rise and watch it. And once it's ready, then you know it's really ready, right? But for that, you need patience. And the patience is here within the next few months. I know, months. For some of you, that's pretty good, simply because I see with the recovery, I would like you to focus on yourselves first. Focus on yourself first. Know what you want. Do you want to be with this person? Do you want to move on? Either way, there's going to be a peaceful resolution within the next few months. And things may settle between the both of you, which is good. You may feel a bit better. You may feel a bit lighter because you have expressed yourself to this individual. And that is very important in order for you also to feel healthy again. Cancer, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. And do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I do read the comments, guys. I just had a flippity-doo. This thing just flipped over again. So helpful people, okay? That is another sign. Make sure that you get some people that you know, that do admire you, that do love you, and they care for you, and you get some advice from those people. Now, I wanted to just quickly go over these cards. Because you got this card, Recovery, this does tell me that there is a misalignment. There's a lack of alignment here from your within your body, mind, spirit, and your soul, that little bunch. I have packages on my website, www.asnointia.com. On there, you will see I have some for negative energies. Now, the one that's for that, main one I have up right now is the Chakra Checkup package. I have the ability of having a look remotely. You don't know when I do this. It's within just a few minutes. It's done. I could see how many negative energies you have in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which are your chakra centers. They're in the chakra centers. It's energy centers, and these are energies mixed with negative energy, right? So, I teach you how to get rid of all this. Yay! In that package, it's a personalized piece that I give to you, and you have it for the rest of your life. You'll know how to get rid of these darn things from your life. And once it's gone, you're going to start to feel better. You'll feel the energy around you lifting as well. And if some of you are not, unhealthy, which I hope many of you are not, I have the Holy Light package, and I'd recommend that you get that. Holy Light, as well as the Water Wellness. Those two combined, that's a self-help guide. So there's no personal reading in that one. However, it is very helpful. It still gets rid of the negative energy from your home, around your aura, and inside of your chakra centers. So do have a look at that if you feel that the chakra checkup is too intense for you. Although, personally, I mean, it does take me a while, but I would recommend the chakra checkup because you know from A to Z, you got it all. You have all the information that you need. Here, I also want to talk about romance. Spiritually based romantic connection. This is a twin flame connection, soulmate, karmic partner, could be more. I have a past life package that I do for people. I do past life readings. I have the ability of doing that. I learned that over time. It took a while for me to even realize what I was doing. So have a look on my website. If some of you feel that you need that sort of closure, that this is too intense for you, even the chemistry is above and beyond a little too much. Somebody here is obsessing over the other person. Somebody here cannot let go of the other person. Then you know that this is a spiritual connection and it is very strong. I do past life readings. On a rare occasion, there may be a future life reading that pops up. That's just simply, you do have a spiritual connection, but you haven't actually come together in the soul form yet. It's maybe a few hundred years from now. That's what a future life reading is. On a rare occasion, I get that type of a reading, but the majority of them are all past lives. So yes, you may have history with this person. You may have been married in the past life. You could have been engaged, maybe betrothed. All that sort of stuff happens. That is why you feel so intense, because it's double the love, double the pain. So if some of you want some clarity on that, feel free to have a look on my website and I will get that reading to you. It does take me a while, so please be patient. And if it is out of stock, feel free to send me an email and I will put you on the waiting list. It does help because it gives you a better understanding as to what happened in a past life and how it's affecting you now. For those of you who are new, I do have another channel, Asnointia Audio, and that is in the link below in the description box. Asnointia Audio, all the video there are free. I have videos on spiritual connections, past life. I have them on relationship-related advice as well. And also I have one that is on negative energies, because you did have that specific one right now, recovery. So that does indicate to me that you have negative energies around. Now, some of you, because of talking about negative energies, some of you that may be completely, knock on wood, healthy, which is great, you may feel that there's negativity around you, maybe even your home. If there's any sense of negative supernatural feelings, hauntings, poltergeist activities, shadowy figures, sounds, right? Something basically creeping you the hell out in the middle of the night or even during the day. That particular package, Holy Light, plus the Water Wellness, that's for you then. So get that one if that's what you feel. Somebody did black magic spell, voodoo, hex, witchcraft, all that kind of stuff. I've been there, done that. Okay? That's how I made this stuff. And it works. It helps. So if you feel, you kind of feel like that, you feel this negative vibe from somebody has given you the evil eye even, that package is made specifically for those type of issues. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. You all take care. Stay safe, and I will see you guys again. Bye now.